My husband and his ex-wife want me to start babysitting her 7 children on a regular basis for her because she's struggling to find childcare. I, 31 female, am married to James, 35 male, and we have a 3.5-year-old son together. James also has 2 children, Grace, 13 female, and Luke, 14 male, with his ex-wife, Sharon, 36 female. Sharon and James have been divorced for 12 years, and ever since Sharon has been in a string of relationships, and had 4 additional children who are ages 10 and under. She is currently married and has 3 stepchildren who are 7 and under. James has always been willing to help Sharon out if needed so the kids can see them getting along, and so they know he always does his best for them and their mom. But now he wants me to go a step further than he ever has, and he wants me to babysit all of Sharon's kids since I'm a stay-at-home mom technically. But I do run my own online business to earn money and am able to do that around everything else in my life. He said Sharon is struggling to find childcare for all the children she has, and her husband is a bit of a deadbeat. I found out after that Grace asked her dad to help out because she was worried about her mom. I told James that was too much for me. He said he would help where he could and I wouldn't need to worry about the money side because he would take care of it. I told him that's a lot though, and honestly too overwhelming for me. He was frustrated with me and I told him I didn't appreciate the pressure he was putting on me. Later Sharon calls and tells me she wants to start dropping off the kids after Christmas. I told her I hadn't agreed. She told me James had told her I would do it. She then told me that I should be willing to help out and it would win the kids over, Grace and Luke, to me and maybe even to my son, their half-brother. I told James he had no right to promise anything on my behalf. He told me he believed I would be on board and he was surprised I was so against it when I never had a problem with him helping. Then he asked me to give me a reason that couldn't be helped with getting someone in to help me take care of the kids. I told him he can just pay for people then if he's so determined, but I won't be babysitting. I also told him we need marriage counseling because of this. Also, and this might be meaningless but I feel I should confess it here, another reason I am unwilling, even if it wasn't so much hard work, is the fact Grace and Luke have never shown an interest in my son. But they're half-siblings from their mom and step-siblings from her. It's totally different. I think it's because they consider all of them, even the steps, their mom's kids. But with my son, he's mine and not as much their dad's. They are not fond of me or of their mom's husband. It's something I have been working on. But I admit the idea of having all the kids, and as my son gets a bit older, him watching his 2 siblings treat their other siblings so much better makes me say no anyway. Anyway, Sharon is calling me in a hole and saying I am not thinking of my stepkids. James thinks I should have been willing to work with him to figure out a compromise.